Imagine a moon.
Yeah.
So small,
Okay.
it could fit snugly between England and Scotland,
Oh.
shooting out geysers,
Hmm.
hundreds of kilometers high.
You're kidding.
And these geysers,
Right.
they're not just a cosmic spectacle.
Yeah.
They're a window into a hidden ocean beneath the moon's icy surface.
I see.
This is Enceladus,
Uh-huh.
a moon of Saturn.
Right.
And honestly,
Yeah.
it's changing how we think about the possibility of life beyond Earth.
For sure.
Welcome to Cosmos in a Pod,
Okay.
Space and Astronomy series.
Very cool.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely.
A moon that could fit in the palm of your hand compared to Earth.
You're kidding.
Yet it's harboring an ocean
Mhm.
and showing signs of activity that have scientists absolutely buzzing.
I can imagine.
It's like a tiny, icy world holding on to giant secrets.
I like that.
So let's break this down.
Okay.
What exactly are we dealing with when we talk about Enceladus?
So Enceladus is Saturn's 6th largest moon.
Okay.
But don't let that fool you.
Okay.
It's incredibly reflective, bouncing back almost all the sunlight that hits it.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
it's one of the most reflective objects in our entire solar system.
So imagine a giant mirror ball out there
Yeah.
orbiting Saturn.
Crazy.
It must be quite a sight.
It would be, for sure.
And it gets even more interesting.
Uh-huh.
While it's small,
Uh-huh.
only about 313 miles across,
Right.
it's incredibly geologically active.
Oh, wow.
The surface is constantly changing and reshaping, which is pretty unexpected for a
Yeah.
moon of its size.
You got that, right?
That's fascinating.
I am.
What's going on beneath that constantly shifting icy shell?
Well, here's where it gets really exciting.
Okay.
Scientists believe there's a vast ocean of liquid water
Wow.
hiding beneath Enceladus's icy surface.
Really?
And we're not talking about a shallow pool here. This ocean is estimated to be between 20 and 30 kilometers deep,
Oh my gosh.
which is deeper than some parts of our own oceans here on Earth.
That's mind-boggling.
I know, right?
But how do we know about this ocean if it's hidden under all that ice?
Well, that's where those incredible geysers we mentioned earlier come into play. Back in 2005,
Okay.
the Cassini spacecraft,
Yeah.
which was exploring the Saturnian system,
Mm-hmm.
observed these massive plumes of water vapor
Wow.
erupting from Enceladus's south polar region.
That's incredible.
These plumes shoot hundreds of kilometers into space.
You're kidding.
A spectacular display.
Yeah.
That's like the moon announcing its hidden secrets.
So these geysers are basically acting like windows into Enceladus's hidden ocean.
Exactly.
Wow.
By studying the composition of these plumes, scientists have been able to glean a wealth of information
Okay.
about what's happening beneath the surface.
Right.
And what they found is incredibly intriguing.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat here.
Yeah, what do they find?
The plumes contain more than just water vapor. Scientists have also detected organic compounds,
Right.
which are the building blocks of life as we know it.
Wow.
They've found hydrogen gas, ammonia, and even methane.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Organic compounds in the plumes.
Right.
Isn't that a huge deal when we're talking about the possibility of life on other worlds?
It is a very big deal.
Yeah.
The presence of these organic compounds suggests that Enceladus might be far more hospitable to life than we ever imagined.
So we've got water,
Uh-huh.
we've got organic compounds.
Right.
What else would we need to consider for life as we know it to exist?
Well, energy is another crucial ingredient.
Okay.
And that's where the presence of hydrogen gas in the plumes gets really exciting.
Okay.
The hydrogen gas suggests that there could be hydrothermal vents on Enceladus's ocean floor,
Interesting.
similar to the ones found deep in Earth's oceans.
You're talking about those deep sea ecosystems that thrive in complete darkness,
Exactly.
relying on chemical energy rather than sunlight.
Precisely. On Earth,
Yeah.
hydrothermal vents support a rich and diverse array of life.
Right.
And it's quite possible that something similar could be happening on Enceladus. Imagine that, an alien ecosystem thriving in the depths of a hidden ocean,
Wow.
powered by chemical energy from hydrothermal vents.
That's a truly incredible thought.
It is.
So how do these geysers work?
Well,
What's driving them to erupt with such force?
it all comes down to the gravitational dance between Enceladus and Saturn, as Enceladus orbits Saturn.
Yeah.
The giant planet's gravity creates tidal forces that
Right.
squeeze and stretch the moon.
I see.
This constant push and pull generates friction inside Enceladus, creating heat that keeps the subsurface ocean liquid.
So Saturn's gravity is basically the engine driving this whole incredible system.
It is.
That's amazing.
And here's another fascinating tidbit. The material ejected in these plumes doesn't just disappear into space. It actually contributes to one of Saturn's rings.
Really?
The E ring.
So Enceladus is essentially decorating its parent planet with its own icy spray.
Exactly.
That's a beautiful image.
It is.
But I'm curious, how did we first discover this remarkable moon and uncover its secrets?
So,
It's relatively small, right?
Enceladus was first spotted way back in 1789 by astronomer William Herschel.
Okay.
But back then, all we could see was a bright dot moving around Saturn. It was the Cassini mission, which arrived at Saturn in 2004.
Okay.
That truly revolutionized our understanding of Enceladus.
Cassini, that's the spacecraft that's been over a decade orbiting Saturn, right?
Yes. Cassini was equipped with a suite of instruments that allowed it to study Enceladus in detail.
Cool.
It was Cassini that first observed those spectacular plumes, analyzed their composition, mapped the moon's surface, and identified those distinctive tiger stripes, which are the fissures where the plumes erupt.
It sounds like Cassini really changed the game for Enceladus research.
It really did.
But what about the future?
Yeah.
Are there any plans to go back and learn more?
There are some very exciting mission concepts in development. One that's generating a lot of buzz is the Enceladus Orbolander.
Cool.
This mission would orbit Enceladus and even land on its surface.
Wow.
Allowing for a much more in-depth study of the moon and its potential for life.
Yeah.
One of its key goals would be to sample the plumes directly.
Wow.
Searching for definitive signs of life.
Wow. That would be incredible.
It would?
Imagine actually finding evidence of life in those plumes.
Yeah.
It would be a historic discovery.
Absolutely.
But even without finding life, Enceladus is already teaching us so much about the potential for habitability beyond Earth.
It is.
So, based on what we know, could life actually exist on Enceladus? What do the experts think?
Given the conditions we've discussed, particularly those near the hydrothermal vents, it's certainly a possibility. Remember those vents on Earth? Support life in environments that are dark, high pressure, and seemingly inhospitable.
So similar conditions could potentially exist on Enceladus.
Potentially.
Making life a possibility.
Yeah.
That's mind-blowing.
And we also know that complex organic molecules, the building blocks of life, are present in the plumes.
Interesting.
So there's a definite potential for prebiotic chemistry, the kind of chemistry that could lead to the formation of life, to be happening on Enceladus right now.
But wouldn't life on Enceladus face some serious challenges?
Of course.
I mean, it's incredibly cold.
Yeah.
Dark. And the pressure in that ocean must be immense.
There would be challenges.
Yeah.
Any life on Enceladus would have to be incredibly resilient. Able to survive in an environment with limited energy sources. And those extreme conditions.
So it's a tough place to call home.
It is.
But not impossible.
Exactly.
And that's what makes Enceladus so fascinating.
It is.
It's pushing the boundaries of our understanding of where life might be able to exist and what it might look like. It's a completely different environment than Earth. Yet we're seeing hints that the basic ingredients for life as we know it are there.
Exactly.
It's incredible to think about.
It is.
We've learned a lot about Enceladus today.
We have.
But I'm sure there are still many mysteries left to unravel.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There are still so many questions we need to answer.
Right.
For example, how does the ocean interact with the ice crust and the seafloor below? Are the plumes we see a truly representative sample of the ocean's composition?
I see.
And perhaps most importantly, how can we definitively detect life if it exists?
Enceladus is like this cosmic puzzle box with each discovery leading to more questions. It's captivating.
That's a great way to put it. And that's the beauty of scientific exploration. The more we learn, the more we realize how much more there is to discover.
Absolutely.
It really is captivating, isn't it? This tiny moon spewing out clues about its hidden depths for us to puzzle over.
It does feel like Enceladus is practically begging us to come take a closer look.
I agree.
So let's talk about what we might find if we get that chance. What are scientists looking for specifically when they talk about searching for life on Enceladus?
Well, the most likely scenario is that we'd find evidence of microbial life. Something similar to the extremophiles that thrive in Earth's most extreme environments.
Extremophiles.
Yeah.
Those organisms that love the kind of harsh conditions.
Exactly.
That would be lethal to most other life forms.
Right.
Like the ones living around those deep-sea hydrothermal vents we talked about.
Exactly.
Wow.
These are organisms that have evolved to survive in conditions that seem completely alien to us. And remember, we have good reason to believe that similar hydrothermal vents might exist on Enceladus's ocean floor.
So if there are hydrothermal vents on Enceladus, there's a decent chance they could be supporting similar life forms.
That's the thinking.
Like a hidden oasis teeming with microbial life.
Yeah, and the presence of those organic molecules in the plumes provides further support for that idea. It tells us that the basic building blocks of life as we know it are present on Enceladus.
But detecting life on another world, even microbial life, must be incredibly difficult.
It's a huge challenge.
How would we even know what to look for?
Well, scientists have developed some clever strategies.
Okay.
One approach is to look for specific biosignatures, telltale signs that life is present.
Biosignatures?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example?
Sure.
Of what those might be?
One example would be finding specific ratios of certain isotopes, elements, with variations in their neutron count. These ratios can differ depending on whether a process is biological or not. Another biosignature could be the detection of complex organic molecules that are unlikely to form through abiotic or non-living processes.
So by analyzing the chemical makeup of those plumes shooting out from Enceladus, we might be able to find evidence of life.
Exactly.
Without actually seeing the microbes themselves.
Precisely. It's like a detective using fingerprints or DNA evidence to solve a crime. We might not catch the culprit red-handed, but the evidence strongly suggests their presence.
That's fascinating.
It is.
It really makes you wonder.
Yeah.
Are we on the verge of answering one of humanity's biggest questions? Are we alone in the universe?
It's certainly a possibility. And even if we don't find definitive proof of life on Enceladus, the knowledge we gain from studying this moon is invaluable.
On my way.
Well, Enceladus is forcing us to rethink our assumptions about where life might exist. It's showing us that habitability isn't limited to planets that look exactly like Earth. We have this tiny icy moon orbiting Saturn. And it's showing signs of potential habitability. It really expands our understanding of the incredible diversity of worlds out there and opens our minds to the possibility that life could exist in the most unexpected places.
So Enceladus is more than just a potential home for alien microbes. It's a window into the broader possibilities for life in the cosmos.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's a reminder that our solar system and the universe beyond are full of surprises.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
I'm ready to be surprised.
Me too.
But before we get too carried away with those possibilities, let's take a step back and reflect on the incredible journey. We've already taken on this deep dive into the mysteries of Enceladus.
I agree. It's been a truly fascinating exploration, hasn't it?
It really has.
From its dazzlingly bright surface to its hidden subsurface ocean. Enceladus has captivated our imaginations and challenged our understanding of the universe.
It's a perfect example of how even in the vastness of space, the smallest of worlds can hold the greatest of wonders.
I agree.
And with future missions on the horizon, like that Enceladus Orbalander we were discussing, who knows what incredible discoveries await us.
It's so exciting.
But we'll have to save those speculations for another time.
Indeed.
The future of Enceladus exploration is incredibly exciting.
It is.
But for now, let's focus on what we've learned today.
Good idea.
We've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure our listeners have a chance to really absorb the key takeaways here.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
What would you say are the most important points we've uncovered about Enceladus so far?
For me, the biggest takeaway is that Enceladus is this tiny, unassuming moon that's hiding a vast ocean. And it's showing us that even in the coldest, darkest corners of our solar system, the potential for life might exist.
I completely agree. That's the beauty of Enceladus. It shatters our preconceived notions of where life might be found and forces us to expand our perspective on the possibilities for life in the universe.
It's a reminder that we should never underestimate the power of exploration. and the importance of keeping an open mind.
Exactly. Enceladus is a testament to that.
Yeah.
It's showing us that even the smallest, most unexpected worlds can hold incredible secrets and challenge our understanding of what's possible.
And with future missions like the Enceladus Orb Lander on the horizon, who knows what other mind-blowing discoveries await us?
I know, right?
It feels like we're on the brink of a new era of exploration.
It does.
One that could rewrite our understanding of life in the cosmos.
I'm incredibly excited to see what the future holds.
Me too.
Each new piece of data from Enceladus has the potential to completely change our perspective.
For sure.
It's a thrilling time to be involved in space exploration and astrobiology.
Well said. Yeah. And for our listeners out there, remember, this is just the beginning of the story.
Right.
As we continue to explore our solar system and beyond, we're sure to uncover even more incredible worlds and mind-boggling possibilities.
The universe is full of wonders.
Absolutely.
And Enceladus is a shining example of that.
It really is.
It's a reminder that we should never stop questioning, never stop exploring, and never stop being amazed by the sheer beauty and complexity of the cosmos.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you for joining us on this cosmic adventure to Enceladus.
My pleasure.
We hope you've enjoyed exploring this fascinating moon with us today.
And remember, this is just one small step in our exploration of the universe. There are countless other wonders out there waiting to be discovered.
Exactly. So keep looking up, keep wondering, and never stop exploring. And of course, don't forget to follow Cosmos in a Pod for more cosmic adventures, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for stunning visuals that will take you on a journey through the universe. Until next time, keep exploring.